Hi everyone and Happy New Year. Hope you all had a really nice Christmas and New Year period. I did, but I am quite glad that it's all kind of over now and I can get back to some kind of normality. I've taken the tree down and all the decorations and stuff, and all the chocolates and stuff are just about finished, so I'm ready to get back into a bit of healthy eating. I digress. Today I'm going to do a tutorial using the new Naked 3 palette by Decay. When these palettes, like when the first one came out, I wasn't taken in by the hype at all, but about a month ago I bought it, and yeah, it's really nice and it's got a good selection and like neutral shades in it. But for Christmas, Dan surprised me by getting me this Naked 3 palette, and I had only seen like limited stuff on it, but obviously he had picked up on it somehow and had gone into Debenhams, I think, and was one of the first people to get it. So he was really chuffed with himself, and I must admit I was really chuffed too, because it has a really nice mix of more kind of rosy shades in it. This is like a rosy kind of toned palette. They are a lot of like really light shades, like probably these are all fairly light, so you've only got these here that are like darker shades, so I definitely think, for me anyway, I would probably get more use out of this during the day. However, so I thought I'd do a bit of a tutorial on it, and just to let you see what you can kind of come up with it, because when I first got it I was kind of like, what am I going to do with this? So I think it takes a bit of playing about with just to find different colours and combinations and stuff like that. So that's what I've done. So the tutorial is coming up right now, and yeah, sit back and enjoy. So I'm going to start by priming my eyes, and I'm using this little dinky cute Urban Decay primer potion, which came with the original Naked palette. The Naked 3 palette comes with testers of these like little sachets, so not quite as useful I wouldn't have thought, but they come with more of the varieties of the primer potion, like the different colours and things that they've got. So it'll be nice to try those out without having to buy like a full size, but I must admit I do like the little bottle, the little container of the primer potion. Now the Naked palette comes with a little double-ended brush, which is here. This side here I don't think is all that great, but this side here, which is more of a fluffy kind of blending brush, is quite nice. It's quite a firm brush, and it's synthetic as well, so I am going to use other brushes apart from that, but I mean, if you're stuck you could definitely use those. First colour I'm going to use is Burnout, and I'm just going to use it all over the eyelid, almost like a base colour, and this is like a really pretty slightly rosy shade. It's really pretty. Even like on its own you could get away with that during the day, and I'm just going to kind of blend it up the way. Next up I'm going to take the brush that actually came with the palette, and I'm going to just go into Nooner, which is like a nice kind of rosy kind of blending shade, and I'm just going to put that in my crease and just above, just blend it out. Next colour I'm going to use is Factory, and I'm just going to take that on a flat MAC brush and just apply that to the outer part of the eye, and just start on the outer part and then just kind of start to work inwards. Then in a small pencil brush I'm going to take Black Heart, which is reminds me a bit of Beauty Marked by MAC. It's that kind of blackened shade with kind of burgundy pinky sparkles in it. The sparkles don't seem to actually show up much, which is pretty good. And I'm just going to take this on the outer part because at the moment it's looking a bit samey across the eye, so I just want to add some dimension just in the corner. So just start off by kind of tracing out using this brush, and then we can blend it out later. And now I'm going to grab a fluffier brush and I'm going to take a little bit more of Nooner just to help me to blend out this the colours on the outer edge here. On the lower lash line I'm going to use the colour Factory, and I'm just going to use this little synthetic thin brush that comes with the palette just to kind of get that really close to the eyelashes. Difficult word to think of. And for the last little pop of colour, I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to take the colour Trick, which looks like this really kind of bronzy gold colour, like really metallic. So I'm just going to get some on my finger and just apply it just on the centre of the eye there, just to make that part kind of pop out. Then for a highlight I'm going to use the highlight shade in the palette, which is Strange, and it's just a off-white kind of colour. So I'm just going to apply that under the brow and then just kind of dust it down towards those other colours just to blend everything. It doesn't do much, this colour, I don't find. It's not overly white or light. For liner I'm going to use my L'Oreal Super Liner, which I had the skinny version before that was in like a felt tip form, and it is like not even maybe as good as this was, so I've gone back to this. And then mascara. I, for Christmas, got this set from Clinique, and it's called Lashes Top to Bottom, and it's basically like a little wardrobe of mascaras. So they've got the little versions of their High Impact Mascara, Lash Power Mascara, Lash Double Mascara, and then they've got, I think this is a full size of this product, a full size bottom lash mascara. So I'm not sure if this was like in the sales after Christmas or if you can even still get it, but it's a really good little set to try all the mascaras. So I'm going to pick out the high, what to go for? We'll go for a Lash Double Mascara. I'm just going to quickly fill in my eyebrows using my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in medium. I've just kind of come back to this recently because my hair's not quite as light anymore, so I'm just using the powder on its own. now I'm going to do my under eye concealing, and first of all I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown corrector. This one's in light peach. I generally only use a little bit of this under my eyes because I find it is really creamy, and that if you apply too much it will just kind of cake and look really yucky, so I just apply just a little bit, and I think that's what you're meant to do anyway because it's meant to kind of counteract the darkness. And then I'm just going to use the Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection, and again just use a small amount of this, just dot it under the eyes first and then just blend it out. Your dark circles aren't looking too bad. I think probably me having lots of sleep has helped. So I've already done my foundation. I used my MAC Studio Sculpt foundation, which I love for the winter because I tend to be slightly drier in the winter, and this gives you good coverage without being really cakey and drying on the skin, so I do like that. And for my blemishes and stuff I used the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in NC30 and the foundation's in NC25. For bronzer I'm going to use my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, I think that's what it's called this week, and I use this with a Real Techniques stippling brush. I just swirl it round and then just apply it, usually like starting off like in the hollows of my cheeks and then just working it kind of forward just to bring some life back into the skin. For blush I'm going to use the MAC blush in Warm Soul. This is just one of the mineralised blushes, and those are really nice, so I'm going to go with this just because it's quite neutral toned really. I'm just going to kind of blend it out a little bit just with that stippling brush. I always feel when I start applying blush, well after I've applied it, when I look at myself I just think, wow, you've applied loads, so I always feel I have to go in and then kind of buff it out so it doesn't look quite so bad. But I do love blush and I do tend to apply probably more than I should. So then on the lips I'm going to use a couple of products. The first one is this super saturated high gloss lip colour in Love Child. This is also Urban Decay, and I need to sharpen mine because it's like nothing left. And I'm just going to kind of buff it onto the lips just for a bit of colour. I'm just going to use my finger just to kind of buff that in. And then over the top I'm going to use this Illamasqua lip gloss in, what is this called? Artifice, which is just a nice neutral colour to go over that Urban Decay colour. So that's the look totally finished now. It's probably quite a wearable daytime look. I would say the Naked 3 palette, a lot of the shades that are in it, although they're quite metallic, they're also quite light. So I would say probably it's more a daytime palette than an evening palette, because a lot of the colours show up really light on the eye, so you really need to kind of smoke it out to get anything kind of nighttime ish looks out of it, I think, anyway, but it's certainly a really nice palette and totally different from the other two Naked palettes in that it's certainly a slightly more colourful. So there we have it. I'm going to try and get into a better schedule of doing videos and stuff with this new setup and try and get back on my blog as well, because you know what, I really miss it, and I always feel in the winter that I kind of lose out because I don't have good lighting, but hopefully that's now fixed with this new setup that I've so kindly been given. So yeah, hopefully you're seeing more videos from me very, very soon. So take care, bye!